Hey, what's up, guys? It's me again, and welcome back to my channel, Meta What Ifs. Today, I am back with a new story. The name of this story is What If Naruto Was a Therapist of Gods? And yeah, guys, it is an unscripted story. Now, before continuing this, shout out is due where it is due. Shout out to Serene West Belena. I hope I pronounced your name right. Anyways, moving onward, shout out to her for suggesting this idea. And moving onwards, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and follow me on my Apollo Uchiha channel as well if you haven't done so already. And yeah, one more thing, guys. From Monday onwards, there will be series from on both of the channels. I will make a detailed written down stories from Monday onwards. I have arranged everything, and yes, one more thing. I have gotten both the Harry Potter whole book set as well as Percy Jackson 5 main book set. You know, the 5 main event books. So yeah, do let me know which one of you think should I read first and make, series out of, because I'm interested for both of them. The premises of this is that after I finish one book, it could take me like 3 to 5 days or maybe a week. I will then write down stories accordingly and write down the main points of the book on a separate, notebook, and then from there I will take inspiration and write down my own version of the fan fiction. So do let me know which one should I begin with first, Harry Potter's or Percy Jackson. And yeah, this is a Percy Jackson crossover, so this is a civilian Naruto story. So stay tuned for. I mean, yeah, what do you mean stay tuned? I mean, get ready for that. And again, a request: make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel. And without any further ado, let's begin with our today story. Our story begins in USA, New York City, the city of dreams as well as hopes, where many people came in order to fulfill their dreams as well as to live the life that they wished and dreamed of. And one such man coming all the way from Asia was a doctor in training to be a therapist, Naruto Uzumaki, a civilian who has arrived there and has begun working as a new therapist. And soon enough, in his profession he became quite good at what he did, because not only he was compassionate about his, patients, but also helped them on a friendly level, which many others didn't consider and remain professional about. He cared about his patients, which was quite rare in such a profession. As now we see, up on Mount Olympus, hidden away from the praying eyes, was the gods. As Hera had finally had enough, the queen of goddess and goddesses were quite tired of her husband continuously cheating. I think we need to have a third opinion on this, Zeus. I can't continue to yell at you like this and you go on to cheat again and again and again after making up with me. I am tired. I have been loyal to you and you have been not loyal to me even once since the beginning. Hera, it is really not necessary. It is. Oh, I believe it is. Athena? Yes, Lady Hera? Find me the best doctor you can for our mess, whatever it is. This marriage is, I don't know, any longer. Let me check. As Athena, the goddess of wisdom and war, then immediately found out through her book, the doctor, quite a new face in New York City recently. Within a short span of time, he was able to help out a lot of his patients with 100% track record. Naruto Uzumaki. Quite a young mind, actually. Is that so? Arrange an appointment. Hera, this is unnecessary. We don't need to go there. Do you think we don't need to? There's more to that, Zeus. Just look beneath your ego. You'll find many reasons that you're trying to hide behind that confidence of yours. As Hera had had enough, as everyone left as soon as she did, leaving Athena as well as Zeus. Father, listen, Athena, if you're on your mother's side, do not speak to me. Look, it's not about taking sides, Father. I really want you two to go there, because it would be best for you. And maybe a greater outcome will come from this. An outcome that you might like, as well as Lady Hera might as well. I guess you are right. No wonder you are my most intelligent daughter. Fine, I guess. Arrange the meeting. Already done. Your appointment is next Thursday, from 12 to 3 p.m. Alright, we'll head there. As now we see, on the said day they arrived, as Zeus was wearing a black pantcoat, as Hera was wearing a new lavish dress that was quite moderate. As both of them entered, we see the young blonde-haired was seated there, and waving goodbye to, well, one of his teenage patients who was looking quite tired and exhausted, as he had a tired smile on his face. "Thank you, Dr. Uzumaki. I'll be sure to visit you next time." "Oh, please do, Luke. As much as you want. I'm here for you, buddy. You got this." "Yeah, I guess I, I have." As Zeus and Hera were quite impressed by this, because Hera, being a goddess of motherhood, could tell the worries of mother, and the boy was in a very much darker place already as it is. As both of them looked towards Naruto, "Ah, Mr. and Mrs. Olympia, you're here. Please do come in and make yourself at home. Whatever you like. Tea, coffee, something refreshing? Do let me know. I'll arrange it." "No, it won't be necessary. Just water will be more than enough." "All right. Here it is." "So," said Naruto, taking his place, "my name is Naruto, and I'll be your therapist from now on. I have been told by your, well, daughter that you have been going through a lot of, well, stuff. And to be honest, I don't condone what you do, Mr. Olympia. Let me be honest, but there might be a reason into this, because me being a therapist, I know how one's mentality works." "Is that so?" said Zeus. "Yes. And what might be that, you think?" "Well, we're about to find out now, aren't we? Now, Mrs. Olympia, please, we'll start with you first. Call me Hera." "Ah, quite a wonderful name." "Oh, is that so?" said Hera, slightly being impressed. "Yes. It's from the goddess of motherhood from ancient Greek mythology, I believe." "Yes, it is," said Zeus, being quite impressed as well. "You know about them?" "Of course, they hold quite a bit of significant power and title." "Yeah, might even say that from the file I have read, you might be even close to Lord Zeus himself." As Hera chuckled while Zeus cleared his throat. "You might say I am. So, how can you help us, Mr. Naruto? I have seen that you have a lot of successful patients recently, but I don't believe for a second that you will be able to help us out." "Well, at least we're gonna try. That is why we are here. Alright? So, as I was saying, we'll begin with you, Lady Hera. Is that fine?" "Yes. Do tell me, miss, what has been going on?" As Hera went on to vent out about Zeus, as Zeus was just literally trying to speak while Naruto told him not to. As soon as Hera vented out, Naruto then turned to words, after writing down something on his notepad, towards Zeus. "Now, Mr. Olympia, I would like to listen to your side of the story. Why do you continue to do these indecent acts when you have such a beautiful wife at home who is loyal to you?" "I don't want to. It kind of just happens, you know." "Ah, I see, I see. So you're attracted to other people. Is that what you were saying?" "Yes. Now, I have a question for you, a riddle. How would you feel if your wife were to do this?" Listen, I have been asked this question a lot by people before, but seriously, I don't know how would I react, and I know she wouldn't. Just imagine that she has slept with a person who you don't even like, not one bit. As he imagined Hera sleeping with the crooked one, and that sent chills down his spine. Ugh, I, I did not need to think of that. I know. That is what Lady Hera goes through every time you do this. As Zeus's eyes widened. "What?" As Hera looked down, completely quiet and silent, while she had a glass of water in her hand, as she took a sip out of it. "Yes, that is what she goes through. And much worse, because that is real. This was just only an imagination, a vivid one. Think of that." I never knew. "Because you never bothered to listen," said Hera. Now, please, it's his turn. Now let's dive deeper into your mind state and find out why this is the cause." As Zeus opened up, "I don't know. Ever since I was young, all I was trying to do was survive. Once I became the king, you can say, like, um, the owner of my enterprises. Yes, I do know. It was, it was like I became something akin to a god, a king of gods, maybe. And I thought I could do anything. At first, I wanted to make everyone happy, but in doing so, I, I had a thought that I deserved too some happiness, but then you lost your way, Zeus. You lost your way, said Hera. You once were a loving husband, and a brother, and a father as well, but you lost your way. I see, so troubled childhood it seems. Now, both of you have gone through such traumatic events because of one another and because of the past. So, what I want you to do is do one thing meditate and calm yourself with deep breathing whenever you feel enraged, or try to think before you take an action. In doing so, you will clear out your head from the thoughts that are trying to, well, push you towards that direction, especially you, Mr. Olympia. This will help you quite a lot in the future and help you make quite rational decisions as well, since you own a lot of businesses and whatnot. I see. I see. Dr. Naruto, was it? Yes. I would like to hire you as my personal therapist. This has been a great session. Well, I'm here for you and both you, Lady Hera. If you need an ear to listen to your worries, I'm all ears. Get it? Yes, we do, Doctor. As after now we see that date once both Zeus and Hera parted from Naruto, they were quite mindful of one another and were beginning to see the flaws in their ways, especially Zeus, who was overdramatic and whatnot. He realized that he was being told the truth, even if his egotistical side didn't want to admit that he was got humbled by mortal. He, the one who was the wisest and the king, but he need to realize that there was fault. And from then on, Hera's and Zeus's bond began to grow stronger, stronger like no other. As now we see, almost 5 months have passed, as Zeus has gone multiple times to Naruto, and it has been helping him clear his head. It was like he was speaking to a friend who was giving him advice the best possible way he could. And Zeus was certainly enjoying his company. And same could be said for Hera. As now we see, one day, after hearing about a lot of the visits that has been going on through fates, one being visited Naruto. Miss C, right? Yes. My name is Chaos, but today it's called Chaos. So that is why I go by Miss C here, because I didn't want it to cause chaos. I get that pun. That's quite a nice one. Please do come in, Miss C. As the woman with black hair and an aura around her that demanded attention then got in, and one was now seated. So, Miss C, from the file that I have received from your assistants, you are quite a powerful figure. That is, keeping dark from the world, right? Yes, and I would like it if you keep it that way, Mr. Naruto. Of course, we are, professionals here. I can respect that. The confidentiality of my client is my job. So do let me know, what can I help you with? I do not know why, but I feel a lot of stress when I do work. It's getting hectic lately. The world, it seems as it is going against my will. I know. Sometimes we feel that as well, Because we try to keep control of everything, but we can't. How so? We all have free wills, right? We want a person to not do that thing because we know that this will hurt them and they will make a mistake. But they do it anyway, without knowing that, and thinking that we are trying to stop them from this. That is their free will. But once they get hurt, they realize that we were only trying to help them. But by that time, it is too late. You think that we can prevent that from happening? Of course I can, but in the end, their curiosity is quite at peak, they would do it anyway, and they will end up getting hurt themselves. So what do you suggest? How do I prevent that from happening? My honest opinion and suggestion to you would be don't. What? Sorry? Don't. Let them make their mistake. That is how they will learn. That is how everyone learned. I learned and became who I am today because of a lot of the mistakes that I made in the past. Even still, to this day, I make a lot of mistakes. Said Naruto, chuckling. Pet fox Kurama. Him for example. I forgot to feed him and he literally bit my hand once I got back. Quite an attitude on that one. I see. I get it. Thank you, young one. You certainly have helped me out quite a lot. As Naruto was quite unaware the one who visited him was the one who created this universe. And she now has certainly taken an interest in this because she has felt a lot better after the talk that they had. As now we see, on Mount Olympus, a fight broke out after a few more years on near Christmas when a meeting was going on there, an important one, between Artemis as well as Apollo. And both of them were at each other's throat this time around, and seemingly close to a war breaking out between Sun and the Moon. And that is when Athena decided, with the help of both of her parents, that it was time to send them to therapy. And once Naruto met them, Naruto did his magic, and both of them were able to realize their mistake, and there was a lot of tears that were shed there, as Artemis and Apollo both opened up about their insecurities and whatnot in front of Naruto. Even Naruto shed a few of the tears because the bond of sibling was quite a beautiful one. They fight, they yell at one another and say to one another at their faces that they hate one another, but deep down, if anything is to happen to them, they will be the first one to jump into actions. That is how a bond of a sibling work. And same could be said for them, gods of sun and moon. So much so that Apollo was the one who apologized, and same could be said for Artemis. For the first time in eons, Artemis had apologized to someone, and that was her own older brother, Apollo, whom she would never admit that she did. Well, at least I am happy that you are able to make up with one another, as both of them were now blushing because they looked down, realizing that they have just spilled out their guts in front of a person who was their soon to be therapist. You know what, Mr. Naruto? Sir, you are one kind good man. Listen, how about we, hang out sometimes and, I guess we would, Mr. Apollo and Mrs. Artemis. Please, you don't need to be so tight. I know there are a lot of bad people, especially in men out there, but you don't need to hate your own sibling because just he is a male. I know that we have our own tendencies, like when female have their own periods and whatnot, but yeah, we're not that bad, especially when it comes to family. No, hell no. As Artemis then said, I do take into that misconsideration, Mr. Uzumaki. This certainly has been quite helpful. I would like you to watch over and listen to some girls who I watch over. I'll be delighted to. You can bring them anytime you want. You mean to say that I can be present? Of course. If you're the one who is their caretaker, then why shouldn't you be here? I see, said Artemis with a smile. Thank you. As after this was going on, we see one person in particular was curious, as on Mount Olympus only his, praises were being sung by Apollo and everyone else. Because of that man alone, a lot of things have changed for the best in Mount Olympus and in general, which was quite good, because the prophecy from the fates what have been revealed is, now void. And in return, only heroes will emerge who will defeat the Titans and prevent Olympians from their downfall. And because of that, there has been no tension between Zeus, Poseidon, as well as Hades, who Zeus has decided to give a throne alongside his wife Persephone there. Why? Because he knew that he has done his brother wrong, and now it was time to make up for that. If anyone was happy from all this, it was Hestia the most, because she was moved to tears when her whole family was coming closer. Apollo and Athena were now finally behaving like good brother and sisters, and Zeus and Hera were closer than ever, and because of that, they were holding and becoming slowly the glue that held everyone together. And she, being as she was quite proud and happy, with a warm smile on her face. But one person in reality was quite shocked and now more than ever was eager to meet such a mind. Athena herself. And so she arranged a meeting. And sooner or later it was revealed that she, in a therapy session, has fallen for Naruto by the end of it because she had a chess match with him and Naruto was able to figure out her flaws, which she thought that she didn't had. And then that meeting turned into events of meeting, and then those events of meeting of therapy sessions turned into ones that were now coffee dates and whatnot. As now we see, those coffee dates turned into one and another, and finally They hit it off. But as soon as they were about to take the next step, in which Athena knew that every man would take, Naruto stopped himself. What? But why? I I don't want to. Wait, what? What do you mean? Don't you don't love me? I do. I do more than anything, Athena. It's just I I wish to marry you first. What? Why? I I vowed to my mother that I will not lay down with a woman, even if I love her, before I marry her, because that was my mother's wish before she died. See, let's do that. Athena, on a heartfelt moment, then said that because she knew he was a kind soul. And the vows that they took that night, Athena didn't realize that they were coming straight from her heart. And on the next morning, she left a letter for Naruto and came back. Within a week, Naruto, who was quite heartbroken by that letter, then realized when he got home that Athena was there, but in different aura, and so was Hermes, and both of them had a child in their hand. Naruto, it's alright, I understand. It's just, it was quite hard to believe that the mythology that I totally read about and quite enjoyed reading about was true. Who knew that my own favorite goddess that I admired was the one who I, kind of ended up marrying and whatnot. You would like that ring, back? No, no, you can keep it. Because I'll keep this one as well as a memento. You would? Yeah. You don't want me to? No, I mean, yes. I, I don't know, okay? Said Athena, being quite confused, as Hermes was the one who was quite confused there as well. This is quite shocking. And a gold mine of a news. As now we see, Naruto was handed over a baby girl. She had red fiery hair, not like his mother, as well as not like Naruto, but Naruto realized. Well, I guess I know what to name her now. What? Before you continue, Naruto, can I? I guess you can. Kushina. As Naruto's eyes widened, what? Kushina. I want you to name her after your mother. Because of her personality. I can see that she is going to be just like her grandmother. But Naruto, beware. She is a demigod, and as that is when we see Zeus appear there. Athena, please leave and let me talk to Naruto. Mr. Olympia. I guess you can call me that, Mr. Naruto. How about we go somewhere private? Hermes? Alright, father. As Naruto, alongside his infant daughter, found himself on Mount Olympus. Oh my god. So, you all are real. Can you guess? Who am I? Lady Hera. Yes, Naruto. It's nice to meet you. And by that I mean in my real form and self. That man must be Lord Hephaestus, Lord Ares, and Naruto began to guess and landed most of them correctly. Wait, you're Lady Artemis and Mr. Apollo, right? Of course. It's nice to meet you, Naruto. And about our plan. So, yeah, what do you think? Should we, now that you're, single and whatnot? No, that would not be very suffice, Apollo. Athena jumped in. Whoa, calm down there, sis. What's gotten into you? Usually you have brain babies and move on. Brain babies? As Athena looked down. Yes, Naruto, but I don't know why you were special somewhat. What do you mean? I broke my oath. I married you, and as instead of being embraced, Zeus was quite happy. It seems that you have found a quite good catch there, Athena. Ah, damn it! Damn it all! This was supposed to be a good news, but now it isn't so bad, I guess. I thought you would get into trouble. Shut up, you pile of foam, said Artemis. Well, I can accept that. If he wished for you to marry him first, then it was okay. Yes, yes, sister. Make sure, Mr. Naruto, that anything doesn't happen to him. Hurt. I promise I will try my best, Lady Artemis. Wait, are you all? Yes, you don't need to keep it a secret, Athena. And to be honest, I'm quite happy that you were able to find someone whom you truly love. And Mr. Naruto, you being a mortal, you do know that She's an immortal goddess, and you're immortal, right? Yeah, I guess you're right. So, Lord Zeus, I guess you don't know. I wish for you to become someone under her who serves her, but as well as you'll be an immortal. Meaning, once you have, in the eyes of other people, turned old, you will be able to come here as if you have died, and there will be nothing holding you back there. And the demigoddess is not a goddess because she is now a deity. As Zeus blessed her, deity of four winds. As Naruto was quite shocked, as Athena was as well. Father, are you? Yes, Athena. A man once told me that I need to think before I speak and take action on. I'm doing that. I am thinking and I know that my daughter's happiness relies on this. And Mr. Naruto over here. No, Naruto, my son over here, is the perfect son-in-law for you. Because he helped us change. So, I can accept that at least much. Thank you, Lord Zeus. I will not disappoint you. Yeah, isn't it great we got ourselves our own therapist? I guess I am a doctor still, and aiming to help whoever I can. Whether it be God or, mortal, I guess. As everyone laughed, until now we see Chaos arrived. Chaos-sama. Mrs. C? Yes, it's been a long time, Dr. Naruto. I believe that you were late to our appointment today. What do you mean, your appointment? You see, I have been seeing and watching over you, Zeus. You and Hera have visited him quite a lot, and it has taken quite a good effect on both of you. So I got curious and decided to visit because of my own worries that I have been having. And I realized that I much needed that. So I have a new set of worries that I need to take into account. You must have informed us, Lady Chaos. We had brought him here to you. Yes, I would have came if you asked for it. It seems that my assistants were quite busy and did not make an appointment of today. Well, I will let you off with this one, Mr. Naruto. But it seems that a celebration alto is in order because you have been just turned into an immortal. And not only that, you can continue to do your job as a therapist as well. Well, if Lady Chaos is in on this, said Apollo, then I guess a movie is in order. Yes, I would tend to enjoy a biography on Mr. Naruto, said Chaos. You better do a good job, though, Apollo. Yes, leave it to me, Lady Chaos. So, what will you give it a title again? Said Hermes. The Therapist of the Gods. You know what? That is not so bad, said Athena. As everyone agreed. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this story off, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. I hope you enjoyed this one anyways, and let's end the video here, as this is it for the day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.